Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So please do like, share this channel with your friends, subscribe, kindly subscribe, click that subscribe button to join the family of chemistry lovers. So in our previous video, we talked about matter and we looked at the various states of matter. We looked at the interaction between the states of matter, and then we also saw the properties of each of the states. So today we're going further to look at another way in which matter is classified, which is as element, compounds, and mixtures. So today we're going to know what elements, compound, and mixtures are. So let's get started, shall we? So when we talk about an element is a pure substance that cannot be split into simpler units by ordinary chemical processes. So that's an element. So if you look at the periodic table, we have elements that are arranged according to their atomic numbers, and they are grouped into whether they are metals, non-metals, or metalloids. Okay, so when we talk about compounds, a compound is a substance formed when two or more elements are chemically joined together in a fixed and definite proportion. Fixed and definite proportion. Okay, so compounds are formed as a result of a chemical change. When we have compounds, a new substance is formed which has a totally different property from the individual elements that form this compound. Okay, so the components of this compound are elements that are in fixed ratio by mass. So if you want to look at some compounds and see the component elements, that's elements that came together to form this compound. For example, we have water. The elements that come together to form water are hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen is an element. Oxygen is an element on its own. Hydrogen has a property of its own. Oxygen has a property of its own. Now, hydrogen and oxygen coming together to form water now makes water, which is a unique compound on its own with different properties from hydrogen and oxygen. Another compound is sodium hydroxide. There we have sodium, oxygen, and hydrogen coming together to form this compound. We have sodium chloride, sodium and chlorine coming together to form this compound. We have glucose. Glucose comprises of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. We have ethanol. Ethanol has carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, so it's an hydrocarbon. Then we have calcium hydroxide. Carbon hydroxide has calcium, oxygen, and hydrogen. Also, carbon dioxide is composed of carbon and oxygen. Another very important acid in chemistry is hydrochloric acid, and it comprises of hydrogen and chlorine. So having gone through some compound and the component elements, let's go further to talk about mixtures. What are mixtures? Now, if mixture is formed when two or more constituents are physically joined together. So now this is a physical interaction. Physical. Remember that when compounds are formed from two elements, there's a chemical interaction, but this one is a physical process. Now, the constituents may be elements, compound, or both elements and compound. And so, since they are physically joined together, they can be separated by physical means as well. Alright, no new substance is formed. It's a physical change, and so they can easily be separated using physical separation techniques. Alright, so the constituents of a mixture will retain their individual properties. These constituents of a mixture will retain their individual properties. So this means that if water and hydrogen forms a mixture, what's going to happen is that the mixture will have the property of water and hydrogen. Okay? Alright. So now we have types of mixtures. We have homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So let's look at some examples of mixtures. We have air, which is a mixture of many gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, rare gases, and moisture. All of these are part of air. Then we have soil. Soil is also a mixture of sand, clay, humus, water, air, and mineral salts. So all these form soil. Then our urine is also a mixture, comprises of urea, water, mineral salts, and others. Then we have palm wine, milk, seawater, blood, petroleum, bronze. All these are examples of mixture. Okay, now let's go further to see what a solution is. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Now, when I said there are two types of mixture, homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. Now, a homogeneous mixture is one in which there is uniformity. All the components in that mixture blend, whereas in an heterogeneous mixture, there's no uniformity in their composition, right? So that's about homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. So now, a solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. That means that in a solution, there is uniform composition throughout the mixture. Uniform composition throughout the mixture. So the substance which is dissolved into a solution is known as the solute. Then the substance in which the solute is dissolved is called the solvent. So you have a solvent and a solute coming together to form a solution. Solvent, solute equal solution. So the solvent is one in which the solute dissolves in to form the solution. Okay, that's about element compound mixture today. Okay, so if you missed our first video, there's going to be a link to that in the description section. Do click on that to watch our video on matter. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.